This episode is brought to you by Experian. Are you paying for subscriptions you don't use, but can't find the time or energy to cancel them? Experian could cancel unwanted subscriptions for you, saving you an average of $270 per year and plenty of time. Download the Experian app. Results will vary. Not all subscriptions are eligible. Savings are not guaranteed. Paid membership with connected payment account required.
Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in a bit of a different type of show. Our goal on this show is to shine the light on American open wounds and showcase those urgently attempting to stop the bleeding and hopefully inspire some folks to unlock opportunities to do the same. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. You can drop me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a message on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Welcome to Sarah Solution Talks. Greetings, guys. Happy another new week of my amazing show, the Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a message on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, I have an amazing show. We have another week of great information and resources that I'm happy to share, and I have got some great stories that I like to share when I'm living in this crazy la-la land, which it is the la-la land. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to the one and only Miss Sarah B. You can drop me a message on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a message on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Welcome to another amazing week of Sarah Talk Solutions. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a message on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Welcome to Sarah B Talk Solutions. Welcome to another week of Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog, drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a message on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you tune into a bit of a different type of show. I am actually a SAG member. As such, I have been out there with the writers, with the actors. Now it's actually the artsies. I actually volunteer with all of them. There's food drives that actually happens all over LA. I am actually a volunteer for the artsy, which it is every Tuesday. They're actually into the week 8th or week 9th. It's the local 80 food drive, which is for the food that is actually, it's a food drive that is actually affected by the strike itself. It's saying here local 80 information. Well, it's volunteer week 8. So it's local 80 food drive, which is takes 2, which is every Tuesday from 11. Oh, it starts at, they say 10:30. It all depends. In a sense of, you get there early. Like I am a part of the volunteers, so I signed up for the first shift, which is like 11:30 to 11 a.m. The location is actually, local 80, which is 2520 Olive Street, which is in Burbank. And as I said, it's every Tuesday, and the location is actually in the far parking lot, which is in the main entrance of the local 80 building. That's where they'll be passing out food, and that's what I was doing yesterday, passing out food. I was obviously out there as a volunteer basis, which I found, as I said, it's just good to be around, and it's good to be, giving back, in a sense of like, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just something about just, giving back, and be able to just contribute it in a sense of, because you just don't know people's situation, and it is a little scary because you don't know what's going on in people's lives as such, and it's just, I just look at it as a sense of just be nice to each other, just be mindful. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. I go out there, which I was like, it was good, but at the same time, it upsets me because it hurts, because we're affected, like in a sense of our work. Like this is our bread and butter. Like we're in the industry because we love what we do, and and to know that we're just constantly just, strike after strike or as such, it is actually upsetting when you hear it. And I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? It's just like, I can't explain it. As I said, I'm stumbling, to kind of really talk about it, because like this is week 8 in a sense of, this is LA. Like half of us, not half half of last year, we didn't work because of a strike. That's how bad where they wanted to shut us down, in a sense of, this is our livelihood. Like, I left my home country to come out here, and I didn't sign up for this, like, in a sense of, like, I'm pretty, resilient, but this just took it to another situation. Like, yeah, I just can't, explain it. It's more of a feeling factor. It does bum me out. It does upset me. It does hurt me because it's close to my heart. Like, this is what I do. This is what I love doing. But by all means, if you need information, okay, it's every Tuesday, from 8:30, well, I say 10 o'clock, as such, which is the location is Local 80, which is the food drive in the far, entrance of the car park. So the address is Local 80, Local 80, the Artsies, 2520 Olive Street, Burbank. By all means, you need to sign up. You need to email, so you can jump on my socials if you need some information. My IG account, which is Aussie_Sarah_. By all means, reach out to me, and I'm happy to give out the information. I'll give you the email address, in case you want to go out and get some food. It is fresh food. I did get my bag of goodies, which I'm really, really happy about. Not only is food, they actually give you household items, which I was really, really surprised and actually taken back, because I'm like, you don't realize, like, for example, you might need things like around the house, which, it's all donation given, which is nice, but at the same time, it's a little scary because, you just don't know what to expect, in a sense of just being nice, being humble, and just being gracious and just being mindful. Guys, you can drop me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. To Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you tune in a bit of a different type of show. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can find me on my socials, which is IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, I am a volunteer for the IATSEs, which is the local 80, which they're out in Burbank. They're there every Tuesday. By all means, go out there. It's usually a 10 a.m. start, but I'm there as a volunteer, which I go out there, say, at 8:30. By all means, you need to email to be put on a list, which, if you need, food, or if you're actually, can pick up on someone else's behalf, by all means, please do so. Like, in a sense of, we all can help each other. We all can kind of, strengthen numbers. In a sense of like that, this is my way of giving back. As such, I'm always, doing my best being in the industry. So the information address, which is Local 80 Food Drive, Take 2. And my name is actually, obviously the first shift and obviously being a volunteer. And also, I get to receive, some food, which is good because it's yummy, nice, fresh food. As such, and the one good thing is I love the fact that it's fresh and I can make it up or make food as we go, because we all need to eat in a sense of to nourish our body, just healthy, good food, fresh food. Nothing beats home cooking food or home cooked food, which I do it all the time, and I'm always sharing with my neighbors. My neighbors are like, always, what goes on in your in your kitchen? Because I'm always cooking up some really yummy food, which is important to nourish the soul, as such. So by all means, go out to the Local 80, which is out in Burbank itself, and the address, which is on Olive Street, which I was a part of yesterday when I was volunteer. So the IATSEs, Local 80, which is located the First Entertainment, Credit Union, which is 2520 Olive Street or Olive Avenue, Burbank, 91505. By all means, you can drop me a message, an IG message, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. So the IATSE Local 80 represents motion picture, grips, craft services, marine, first aid employees, and the warehouse workers as part of the International Alliance, which they're, based out, which is in Burbank, Local 80, which is 2520 West Olive Avenue, Burbank, California, 91505. There's other ways, it's, like in a sense of, what does the Local 80 do? The IATSE Local 80 represents motion picture, grips, craft services, marine, first aid employees, and warehouse workers as part of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. So, so without being on sets and locations, without them, we wouldn't be on sets. We wouldn't be actually out there doing what we need to do. So that's why I'm a firm believer of helping any way I can in the community, volunteer as such. Please, if you need, food, or if you want to be on the list, by all means, reach out to me. My IG account, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. And then I can put you onto an email where you can go out there every Tuesday. It's a 10 a.m. start. They're actually into week 8 or week 9. So as I said, I'm all about helping out. As such, by all means, it's just good to be around, those kind of people and the creative souls, and it's just good, being a part of SAG, which is, that's my way of giving back. By all means, guys, help, or just, any small kind acts, it goes a long way, guys. I can't explain it enough, but I'm all about giving back. Guys, you can drop me an email at theblog, saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can find me on my IG, which is Aussie_Sara_LA. You're listening to Sara Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog, drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also find me on my IG, which is Aussie_Sara_LA. Guys, went out yesterday as a volunteer for the Artsies, which is Local 80, which is the Grips and Crafties, which is, Local 80 represents motion picture grips, craft services, Marines, first aid employees and warehouse workers as part of an international alliance of theatrical stage employees, which they're located out in Burbank itself. By all means, it's always good to, like, as I said, like I was out in the rally in the valley, as they called it, many crafts, one fight, solidarity, I was, a part of it, as such, and I was just really, just taken back by it all, of just the generosity and just like how we can come together, as such, as solidarity, as that is what they would say. I'm actually stumbling with words because I'm just like, this is actually, it means a lot to me as such. You're listening to Sara Talk Solutions. By all means, drop me an email, theblog, saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You can listen to me every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can, shoot me a message or DM me on my IG, which is Aussie_Sara_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock, drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. I actually I volunteered for the Artsies, which is, Local 80, which, they're out in Burbank. And it was great to meet everyone and come across, people that, that you work with, passing through or working on gigs they've worked on and all that good stuff. So it is great to kind of, be around that. And I am pleased to, be a part of it. The location, which is, Local 80, which is 2520 Olive Avenue, Burbank. As such, that's the headquarters, or that's the main office as such. So I was happy, as an actor, as SAG member, to go out there, wearing my SAG strong shirt, in solidarity, as such. So, they're out there every Tuesday. Go out there in the car park, if you would like to pick up some yummy fruit. You're listening to the one and only Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a IG or DM me on my IG account, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, I have been a volunteer for Local 80, which is the Artsies, which, you know, they represent motion picture groups, craft services, the Marine First Aid employees, and warehouse workers as part of an international alliance. So, it's always good, and I'm, as I said, being part of SAG, it's my way of actually, helping and giving back. I find it very rewarding. I find it beneficial. I just find it is just like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Like, it's just nice in a sense of, just being around, creative souls. It does upset me because, we're all affected no matter where we are, what we do, who we are. It's actually hurtful, and it's actually, sometimes it can be, it can be, depressing. It can, make you just, really just hate the world and just like make you question everything and doubt yourself. But, please, reach out. There's a community, out there. I know there's times, especially moments where I feel the isolation. I do feel lonely, and I do feel, the depression because, from, one gig to the next, or you haven't worked for a while, or you're on that, constant, that survival mode where it's just a little scary because you just don't know when's the next job going to come through. And by all means, it's just sometimes it can be a lot. So that's my way of giving back. The Artsies, Local 80, Union Behind Entertainment, as such, which, I did go out to the rally, to see, what's going on, and obviously they're having a general meeting, which is June 2nd. So, behind the scenes, what's going on, mental health, suicide prevention initiative, tools and resources to help you, those care about you. So you have all this here, resourceful assistance, the general strike links, financial assistance, April of 2024, the newsletter, in the artificial or the AI panel discussion, as such. So, by all means, there is resources out there, and I could see here, which they had an AI panel discussion, which I can see here. So Local 80 is proud to be a leader, bringing the conversation, education to our members and wider firm committee as such.
Grips, craft service workers, medics, drivers, marine boat handlers, studio service warehouse workers. And I welcome you all to our home today. Thank you for coming out in person and on Zoom. This is a very important topic. Today, we face a revolutionary force that has transformed and continues to transform our world as we speak. Artificial intelligence, AI. Technology continues to advance as technology continues to advance exponentially, AI is making its presence felt in every aspect of our lives, and the film and television industry is no exception. In my opinion, the film industry can stay ahead of artificial intelligence by embracing it rather than seeing it purely as a threat. AI should be seen as a tool to enhance the capabilities of film workers rather than a replacement of our skills and expertise. By embracing this technology and its potential, we can navigate the changing landscape and continue to contribute our unique talents to our industry. Unions must consider the impact of AI on employment in our industry. We must stay ahead of the curve, and we must challenge the employer at every attempt to use this technology without us. It is important for every union and guild to educate and mobilize our members in the realm of artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies. Today is an example of that. I would like to thank Local 80 Executive Board member Philip Collins for spearheading this event. Thank you to our esteemed panelists for taking the time to come out today. And most importantly, thank you all. We have members from every union and guild here. This is what solidarity looks like. Please stay vigilant, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay united. Thank you.
So this is another, Local 80 where they had a meeting as such where I can see, it keeps us up to date what's going on in the industry itself. Because I know there's a lot going on and there's a lot of misinformation. But as I said, I'm a SAG member as such, and it just keeps me updated and informed of obviously what goes on and what's happening in a sense of, attention local 80 members. The official secretary treasurer has became vacant. So the next following meeting, this general meeting, is June 2nd, in accordance with rules set by International President Leob and the LMRDA. All voting for election will take place stage at Local 80. The brothers and sisters have elected those members whose attendance at June 2nd, 2024 general meeting shall hold an office until next regular election. So in solidarity, Dana Baker, which is the president itself. So it's just interesting, what goes on, what's happening, in a sense of we need to just stay, which it's just solidarity. There is all these resources as such, we know that the AI is just the AI is just like amazing in a sense of just, it's a good resource, but we just have to be advised and we just need to stay, informed of what's going on, because there's a lot of talks about AI, what is actually happening. So in saying that, as I said, I was a volunteer for the IATSE's Local 80, which I was there yesterday. I can see here that a lot of, food banks or, just, helping each other out in a sense of Local 80 Mutual Aid Pantry. So the food pantry, so the general meeting, which is 5/5/2024. So attention all Local 80 members. General membership meeting on the first Sunday of each month, which is 9 months out of the calendar. The next scheduled meeting, which is take place Sunday, May 5th, beginning at 10 a.m. This would be held in person or our Local 80 soundstage and over Zoom. Please review our protocols, as such. So that's good to know. So May 5th is the next meeting, which is a Zoom, which will be, just, having a conversation, just keeping each other informed, what's happening as such, which is always good to be, just be kept in the know. as such. That's, I like to be kept in the know. I want to know what's happening. I want to know what's going on, as such. But hey, it's there for us to keep us, informed, and keep us, posted, because as I said, I volunteer a lot of places. I did it with the writers, I did it with the actors, me being a SAG member, as such. So it's important that we all, kind of, come together and just join together, because without the crafties, without the motion picture, without all that, where will we be? So yes, just by all means, stay in touch. Just jump on their website, which is artsieslocal80.org. It lets you know what's happening, what's going on, what new information. Obviously, there's a meeting this Sunday at 10 a.m. You can obviously in person or Zoom, as such, depending on what you are actually, whereabouts you are in LA. So yeah, it's, each their own as such. By all means, drop me an email if you need some information. My email address, which is theblocksaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. That's my IG account. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblocksaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm talking and discussing about being a volunteer for the food drive for the Artsies Local 80, which they represent motion picture grips, craft services, marine first aid employees, and warehouse workers as part of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. The men and women of the local work on motion picture, television shows, internet-based programming, commercials, rock videos, and warehouses and equipment rental companies based in Hollywood. So by all means, jump on their website, which is theartsieslocal80.org. To Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you've tuned into a different type of show. You can shoot me an email, theblocksaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. That's my IG account. to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you tune in a different type of show. You can drop me an email at theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, I've been, discussing about unions, the IATSE's Local 80. Now I'm going to pivot over to, the SAG, which is the members approved, which I'm a part of the SAG. As such, the SAG, after members ratified 2024 sound recording code contract with groundbreaking AI protections of 26.3%, compounded wage increase improved by 97%. And national voting completed today. Members of the SAG-AFTRA rectify the 2024 sound recording code, leading record labels. Warner Brothers, Sony Music Entertainment, Universal Group, and Disney Music Group, most of their subsidies labels. Members approved by the new contract, which covers the period from January 1st to 2021 through to December 31st, which is 2026. So the voted was 96.69% to 2.31%. So obviously, singers and recording artists have found an impact on the culture. The SAG-AFTRA National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator Duncan Crabtree-Island said the contract secures groundbreaking AI guardrails, also achieving crucial and substantial wage increases and wins of singers and recording artists. So the contract artificial or AI guardrails takes effect immediately. The terms artist, singer, and royal artist under the contract or the agreement only includes humans and clear consent, along with minimum compensation requirements, specific details. So if you want to jump on, you can jump on the website, which is SAG website. For full provision achieved, please see the summary. So the Sound Recording Code Negotiating Committee Chair Dan Navarre says members' feedbacks play a key role of formations of contracts and negotiating committee. Prioritize the concerns were most crucial to singers and recording artists impacted by their terms. So if you want to, know more information or get more information, by all means, jump on the website, which is SAG-AFTRA. This is the communication, that's the email, being a member of the Actors Guild, where the members approved, for the sound recording code for 2024, which is going to carry on to the 2026, December, 26. So that's, at least that's set in stone. We can actually, just have some kind of, just some type of, set contracts. So the voters for the SAG members could be online or mail in the ballot, which was April 30th, 5 p.m., which is, which was actually yesterday, which is the Tuesday just been. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Yes. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, tune into a bit of a different type of show. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You can drop me an email, you can drop me a text. You can also jump on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. By all means, reach out. There is a lot of chaos going on in this crazy world. I'm getting emails, from unions, from me volunteering as such. Today, which is May 1st, I received, DSAG member and sister guild members of the ceasefire. Thank you for, signing up the letter of personal communing to help us share the Amplify Far and Wine. We're writing to ask you to help just on our May Day signature purge tomorrow. Thank you for volunteering to continue our grow our movement, which is tomorrow, which is actually today, May Day. But as workers around the world, celebrates legacy of solidarity and powers of unions, media and entertainment guild leadership continues to suppress their members' surging calls for the ceasefire and blatantly ignore our requests for the meetings to discuss the urgent issue. So while Israel, the genocide rages with impunity in Gaza, anti-Palestinian violence, land theft escalates throughout the West Bank, and repression and anti-war pro-justice movement here home reaches a few pitches. So today, which is May Day, where they post social media graphic asking guild members of co-signs in sign, please help grow the power of collective voice. As such, we've seen that sending personal messages in hands down most effective way to get people on board. As such, so we are in the industry where the guild leadership silence speaks for any longer. So that was actually today. So I'm interested to know the outcome. I know there's a lot of rallies going on. It's affecting a lot of the universities or the colleges out here where, the police presence has, been increased. Obviously, the students itself are standing their ground. There is a lot of madness, a lot of craziness that is going on. Guys, by all means, please stay safe. Just help each other out. Just be mindful. You know what I mean? I don't know about, people out there. I'm not a fan of actually watching the news, but, it's always good to be informed and just know what's going on and what's happening out there. But at the same time, it is scary because there is so much just, just protesters and just, my mind and my head, it just can't keep up with it all. I'm just trying to, stay, as much as interested, but not as just like, I don't want to get too involved, because it's actually heartening. It's disheartening in a sense of like what's happening, what's going on, as such, like as me being an actor itself. It's just a lot for one person. Guys, by all means, stay safe, stay plugged, stay informed. Drop me an email. My email address is theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA.
I'm dreaming about everybody else, but now I start to care for myself, 'cause I can't escape, you're still in my way, just got you on my mind, I'm thinking about you every single time, just gotta hold on tight, forget about my feelings I just left behind, just got you on my mind, every single time, just got you on my mind, just got you on my mind.
listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, by all means, please stay safe out there. There is a lot of crazy, there's a lot of chaos out there. I just don't know, which angle, which area, what, like, as I said, I try to, stay as much as I can be, uplifted and stay to be as positive as I can. There's days, as I said, it's some days are heavier than others, and it's scary because I just don't know anymore what's going on, in a sense of just which direction to actually, go, but just stay, informed, encouraged, stay as much as uplifted, and just try not to, get involved with all these, unfortunately it's just, I don't know, my mind and my head just can't keep up with it, what's going on with the colleges. So just please, just look after each other and just be mindful for one of each other.
Just got you on my mind. Just got you on my mind. Thinking about you every single time. Just gotta hold on tight. Forget about my feelings I just left behind. Just got you on my mind. Every single time. Just got you on my mind.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. By all means, drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_. By all means, if you feel like you need to shoot me an email, drop me a text, by all means go on, because I'm here to listen to what everyone's thoughts and feelings going on with the industry, or industry related, what's going on in the world, with the protesting all happening all over in the colleges. By all means, stay safe, stay plugged. I'm here to listen to you guys. Drop me an email, drop me a text every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, the best digital radio station in the nation.
Ever thought about starting your own podcast?
Do you have a business or a message you want to share with the world?
Well, now it's easier than ever with Electricast. Hi, I'm Mark Netter.
And I'm Peter Rafelson. We're the founders of Electricast Media.
Whether you want to start a new podcast or already have one, join Electricast to grow your audience, monetize your content, and build your community.
With our simple sign-up, you get free promotion, world-class analytics, premium ads, and personal support.
Go to electricast.com and join our community today.
Electricast. Transform your influence.
Electricast.
Welcome to Transforming 45, the podcast that celebrates the incredible power of passionate voices. I'm your host, Lisa Boat. Join me in conversation with heart-led humans who share their deeply personal stories of transformation. Transforming 45 is here to uplift, connect, and remind you that it's never too late to write your next chapter. So get ready to be inspired, empowered, and transformed. Join me in this community where through powerful storytelling, we heal and reclaim our inherent magic.
Electricast.